What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. It's Friday, September 21st, a little almost before 10:30 a.m. IGC is just going insane this morning. I really wanted to play this, but the risk is just too much on it. Right out of the gates, this thing opens up at around 260s and just starts running all the way up to 330 and gets a very fast and hard pullback, and it kisses the VWAP right here, and it pulls back from 330 all the way down to 286, and then from there it never looked back. Got that pullback down to 286 and ran all the way up and kissed $4. 40, let's see, 407, almost 408 to be exact. And then from there you could see the panic, and it dropped all the way down to $3. A dollar drop just like that. And that's why I said this, I wanted to play it. It was just too much risk though. It didn't really give me a pullback that I was waiting for. And what I wanted that I never got, and it's not going to happen all the time, is a consolidation and a pattern to form, which it's doing right now. You know, it's making higher lows and it's slowly grinding up, but look at the volume. The volume's dying off. So this isn't looking healthy to me. This is about done for. I could be wrong though. Anything can happen in the market. But the risk is just too high for me on this one at the moment. It's up 70%, $1.50 on the day. And then we have NBEV just took a sick drop. Yesterday this closed at 783. This gapped up pre-market to a high of 1038. And then comes back down to the close, bounces off the close, and then runs right back up to $10. And then from $10, it dropped all the way down to $6.30. So we're starting to see a lot of emotion, greed and emotion on this. As you can see here, the past few days, this is a ramp straight up. And now we're getting that big downfall. The bubble is starting to pop. So we're going to be seeing some wild moves. This is the time right now, you know, if you locked in profit from these days, to take a step back. This is very risky stuff here if you don't know what you're doing. So I'm just taking this opportunity and learning from this. And you can see when it had this drop right here, it came all the way down and it bounced right at support right here, old support. So we had resistance right here and right here. It comes up, and then when it comes back down, it bounced right there. So this is holding as good support. And when it came down to support right here at 620, this had a nice pop up to 740, so $1.20 jump right there. That's a lot of volatility. And now look, it's grinding its way back down. Going back to IGC, you could just tell this is very toppy too. You could see the volume bars declining. There's no buying. I want to see buying increasing on this, just like these three bars right here. So this is like an anomaly right here. And you could just tell it's slowly like going sideways, like it's like reached its max. And when it touched this $4 area, it got rejected hard, and you could tell that with these long wicks. You got to analyze these small things when looking at a stock. You can't just simply go off of the times and sales and the level 2. But look at the daily on these. All week they've just been on fire. This is IGC the past 4 days right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 green candles. We're due for a pullback. All from $1, like $1.10, and this ran all the way up to $4, and then going to NBEV. This thing from $1.55 to a high of $10. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 straight days here of green and gapping up. 5 with this candle, and now we're getting a pullback. What goes up must come down. And then we got AWSM. This has been a crazy one as well. Get this little ramp up action here, a nice pullback down to the 50 or 200 day, and then from 550 this thing explodes up to $15. Very nice. And then look at it today. 11 shoots up to 14, pulls back, starts grinding up from 12 up to almost $15. And then zooming out, this is what it did the past couple days. Yes, or Thursday, this was a big day for it, going from $7.25 up to $11. Such a crazy week in the market. This is awesome. This is where patience pays off. Sitting on your hands the weeks it's slow, preparing, and then when the market picks up, this whole week was on fire. 1 week of just dominating. That's all it takes. 1 week, one hot week of great profits. And you really don't need to worry about trading for the upcoming weeks or for the times it's slow. I wanted IGC so bad this morning when it was spiking. Like I said, the risk was too high, it was up too much, and I do not like to chase when a stock's making moves like this up and up and up and up. Because look what happened. It goes up and up and up and up. You decide, you finally give in and you buy in, and look what happened. It just tanks on you. People panic. They want to take their profit. They got greedy. It crashes down. Studying charts and looking at, that's why I say it's very important to look at as many charts as you can. And history always repeats itself. You won't always get a great bounce like this. It just goes to show you there's opportunity if you know what you're doing. This has a panic sell-off right here of $1. Bounces at a mental support here at 3. And you get a great pop up to 375. So you could have missed all of this action here. And then when it finally panic selled, you got a nice 75-cent bounce right here. Yeah, you can slowly start to see it. You can see it grinding up and then slowly grinding up and going sideways. And now it's just making a U. But this thing could just easily be back up to 4 here at any time. Anything can happen in the market. I'm seeing a lot of big sellers though on the ticker tape. So I got the colors on the ticker tape here set up so if it shows up gray, it's in between the bid and the ask. If it's red, people are selling on the bid. If it's green, people are buying on the ask. If it's bright blue, people are buying above the ask. Yeah, and if it's orange, people are selling below the bid. So I kind of have it set up to where if it shows up orange, people are panicking and selling below the bid. But the bright blue, if a lot of bright blue comes up, people are getting compulsive and hitting pretty much buy market, ordering in, and because they're buying above the ask. Even ALT just yesterday, just crazy moves on this. Even today, look at $26 spikes up to a high of $33 again. A very, very volatile stock. Just all this week, look at that. This thing was at $4.50 and then just slowly grinded up to $9.50. Pulls back to $6.87. Runs up to $18, drops off to $10, spikes into the close at $16.50, and then the next day, this thing spikes up to a high of $36. This is a super, super low float. And you can see here on the daily, it broke through the 50-day, but this thing ran up, and even the next day comes up. This 200-day moving average right here is acting as a wall. It did pop over it, but it acted as a magnet and pulled it right back down. The 200-day moving average is a huge, big resistance wall. I see it all the time. Stocks come right up to it and fall right back down. That's why when I pull up a chart, if a stock's going off and it's closing in on the 200-day, I won't even mess with it. Or if the stock's gapped up just right at the 200-day, it's really hard for me to play it because I know that 200-day is going to act as a really big magnet. And it's just going to pop up a little bit and it's going to yank it right back down to it. Just put it on your daily charts and start to notice. You'll know what I'm talking about. We had some nice gap ups this morning, but pops up and just sells right off. A lot of times you'll see a lot of stocks gap up pre-market every day, and over 75% of them will gap up, and then it'll do exactly this the whole day. Let's check out the market strength real quick. Just real quick, and then I'll end this video. So yesterday the market made a new high on the S&P 500. You could see that right here. All day yesterday we had just a great gap up and then just grinding all day. And then I guess the S&P 500 or the market, it came out with a new sector today, Friday, and it is the communications sector. So this weekend we'll be going over and we'll be seeing what the communication sector is all about and what stocks are in the communication sector. So it's good that it's always growing and adding new sectors. So this was all day yesterday, just grinding up action, and then had kind of a weak close at the end there. And then today we had a gap down. Looks like it's going sideways and it's just dropping off. Getting a nice little pullback. We should get a pullback here back down to the previous high right here at 291. And then the NASDAQ has just been, it's been bad lately for the NASDAQ. As you can see, it's trending down. And then and it's still going sideways. It's been going sideways all week, it seems like. And then you got the 5-minute right here. Just sideways action. Let's see what NBEV does here as it's coming back to this support. You can see currently right now 54% of the stocks are making new lows, 46% are making new highs. IGC is still trying to hang in there. Keeps coming down and kissing the VWAP and moving back on up. It's got resistance here at 275. It's starting to make higher lows. Alright, but that's it for this one, guys. I just wanted to give you a recap. I don't want to make this too long for you. Hope everybody had a great week. Be sure to join me this weekend when I live stream. I'll probably do a live stream Saturday and Sunday like I did last week, and we'll just have fun, look at charts, do research, and just prepare for the upcoming week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm always posting videos, and I'm just going to be watching the rest of today. So, be patient, be disciplined, and study, guys. Alright, later.